All right, y'all. So I'm back on the docket today. Is botched BBLs. Okay, and I talked about BBLs in a few of my videos when I was posting like I was posting. Okay, and so we're gonna get right into it. All right. Let's talk about how dangerous it is for women to constantly get these BBLs because people think this is funny. You won't be able to walk. You may even have to collect disability because you have organ failure, kidney failure. Like this is deep, bleeding to death, internal bleeding. So I'm bringing this up to say they're going to start suspending people's licenses after injury or death, and try to uh, take their license if they insert any fat, if I'm not mistaken, inside any person's body. Okay, and I'm not sure if this is for everybody, but I most certainly believe that it's for people in Florida. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, but immediately they're going to suspend a doctor's license. So this was voted last month to prevent doctors from inserting fat into into a patient's muscles. Okay, and a lot of people have died due to BBLs. It may not be out there. It's plenty of videos out there, but if you're not searching and you're already set in stone in your mind that you're going to get this surgery, then it's nothing these videos can do to show you. Okay, there's been plenty of documentaries, and what happens is when y'all go and get these BBLs, your family, friends suffer, your children suffer, everybody around you suffer, not the person who got the surgery because they're deceased. Okay, and this is sad. All right, the death toll rate is the highest when it comes to performing a BBL. It's the highest out of any surgery performed. Okay, so if there is any case of serious injury or death, the Florida Medical Board will take your license. All right, and um, there was one female, if I'm not mistaken. There was one female, if I'm not mistaken, who had three children. After her third child, she couldn't lose the weight. She hated the way her body looked, and she wanted to get lipo and things of that nature. And it had all this. This surgery has a very high mortality rate. But anywho, she ended up losing her life. And then they can inject the fat too deep into your buttocks to where you end up getting sick. Okay, and hitting your muscle. You feel what I'm saying? And boom, your muscles don't fucking work no more. Now you have to go back to another surgeon to correct what the first surgeon fucked up. A lot of these people aren't even surgeons. Some of them are just physicians. It doesn't say BBL surgeon, so you don't even know who you're going to see. You just lay on the table, be a guinea pig, and you don't do your own research. Or you feel since this female walked out, she good, she don't have no issues, that's gonna be you. That's not everybody. Okay. And then there was one, and then sometimes they perform unsafe procedures in a single day, meaning multiple procedures to one patient. That is against the law. You cannot have 6 and 7 surgeries performed just to remove fat or even add fat. Like, this is ridiculous. And then when they reach out to these medical people, to these doctors who perform these medical procedures, they ignore them. They end up accepting some type of settlement, and they just give up their license or whatever. They'll never be able to perform a BBL again. No, they need to be under the prison because people are losing their lives behind their hands. How is that not a crime? How is they not behind bars? Like, you taking a license and him being prevented to do BBLs don't mean nothing. He could do that shit out of basement in the hood. You will never know. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this shit crazy. Like, I don't understand how it's not much being done. Just stop performing them. I think they all shouldn't be performed. You shouldn't get a surgery unless it's a matter of life and death. Unless something is going on. You had an accident. You're on fire. Different things. But to willingly get on the table and nothing is wrong with you, you want to change the way you look, that's a dangerous game right there. But anywho, this black man, I don't know his first name, but his name is Samson. He was um, one of the doctors who do not carry a malpractice insurance um, at his facility. Then he ignored questions. He didn't want to talk to nobody. He just kept walking when people were asking him questions and things of that nature. So people really don't have no remorse for people losing their lives on this table. It's just they have no remorse. They keep performing these surgeries as if it's okay. And then a lot of these, that's what I was going to say, a lot of these places have a piece of paper that you sign and it says if something happens, you can't file no lawsuit, you can't do this, and this is why they're able to get away with this shit. This shit is fucked up. That's why you got to be careful. And if you are going to get surgery, please make sure you're dealing with someone who's certified to do this surgery. You don't know who's playing with your body, who been to school for this, or if they just there for a check, or if they just hired anybody, just to do anything to your body. Your body is a temple. Nobody should be just nobody should just be able to just put anything in you or on you. You feel what I'm saying? If they don't have years of experience. That's just like going to a doctor and the girl just started 2 months. I don't want working on me. I want the one who been for 20, 30 years, who know what they know. She may stick me wrong. She can't find a vein. My vein too fat. My vein too small. You have to be careful. I'm telling you. But anywho, there is another story. Hold on, y'all. Where there is two women who under who went under plastic surgery. Okay, they ended up in intensive care unit needing a blood transfusion. Okay, had to stay with the doctors under seduction, and one of them, and it was a place called Encore, and one of them traveled from Antigua to Miami to get this cosmetic procedure done, and died at the hospital at Spectrum Cosmetics. Okay, a doctor was being interviewed, walking to her car, and she didn't want to talk. She didn't want to answer any questions. She just kept going. All right, and all these people want is to remove fat from unwanted areas, and you still end up losing your fucking to put the fat in your ass, and you still end up losing your life. So anyway, go. The procedure was done. The woman felt seriously ill. Okay, the day after plastic surgery, and guess what happened to her? She suffered from kidney failure. Okay, she suffered from kidney failure. They send you a fucking email apologizing about what they've done and how sorry they are. And one place said, "Oh, this is the first time this has ever happened." That's beside the point. Why is anybody dying getting surgery performed anyway? That's the question. If you know what you're doing. We are deeply, MIA aesthetic statement. We are deeply saddened to share that an incident occurred at our Miami clinic today. resulting in the tragic loss of one of our patients during a surgical procedure. Our condolences and love and support go out to our family during this difficult time. That's all we get. That's it. Here go the other statement. Throughout our years of operations and thousands of procedures performed, this is the first and only fatality we had endured. Our team is devastated by this tragedy and feels that each and every one of our patients is part of our family. Each of our surgeons is board certified or board eligible by the American Board of Plastic Surgery. Really? And we are constantly evaluating our practices to ensure our patients receive the safest and best care despite these practices. Serious surgery comes with the risk of rare, unintended, and tragic results. That's crazy. Like this is crazy. Kidney failure, blood transfusions, having to go to another doctor to correct what's going on. Then y'all delete y'all email, ignore the email sent to you. Your voicemail is full when these people try to reach out and contact you. Okay, the website is down. You took your website down, but you still on Instagram. Yet you still ignoring people reaching out to you. Art silhouette aesthetic surgery. Like this is ridiculous. A lot of people lose their life when they go to Miami too, getting these procedures done. In the Dominican Republic, just because it's not talked about all the time doesn't mean that it's not happening. They try to hide certain shit so they can still make money. Okay, but this is fucking crazy. Then once it was two friends that went to get surgery, one made it out alive and one died. Okay. Um, let me see what that story is. All right, so there was this other girl named Kiana. Okay, and she died, and they didn't even report her death. Never pronounced that Kiana was deceased. Active waiver says the clinic never pronounced Kiana dead and never pronounced never reported her death to the U.S. Embassy. They discarded, the mother said they discarded her daughter like she was a piece of trash. And that's fucked up that they didn't even reach out when her daughter was deceased. They just said, fuck it. Well, another one bites the dust. Okay, next procedure or the next person in line, like the fuck. But anywho, this the kicker. Um, the report for the autopsy of Kiana. Her autopsy determined that she died from a heart attack and blood clotting issues. And Kiana left behind two children and is now her children are left with no mother. And her baby brother, he responded, he made a video and he said he was robbed of his best friend and he lost without her. So this shit is tragic. Y'all most definitely need to think before you lay on that table to let people perform any type of surgery on you, whether that's a BBL heart surgery. I don't care what surgery it is. Another thing I had to mention was a lot of pastors getting BBLs. Like, I'm not too sure how true this is, but uh, one of the pastors, Miss Carrie Baby and Jamal Bryant. I don't know if they used to have a relationship, if they still fucking on the side. She's supposed to be the pastor of Jamal Bryant or whoever the fuck she is, and she has a BBL. Another pastor who has or preacher or spiritual gospel singer is Kiki Wyatt, and she twerking and gyrating same shit when it comes to all these other people who say that they're holy and they're spiritual and all this other stuff. What's his name? Kirk Franklin, he's another one. Gyrating and all that. But I'm trying to figure out what's the trend with these passes in these BBLs. And these passes are starting to, if you ask me, a lot of them starting to look the same. Okay? Everybody just starting to look the same. At this point, we won't be able to recognize nobody. Because everybody out here just looking the same way, doing the same shit. And I don't understand what's cool or fashionable about trying to be a preacher, but you still have a Jezebel spirit. And I feel like how can you, I'm not judging, but you go by Miss Carrie Bay on the internet, okay, and then on top of that, you got your BBL, whatever. I guess that's the new thing everybody should get. Just you get a BBL, you get a BBL. And it's just giving they still sleeping together. Jamal, Brian, and the pastor. Okay, I don't know if they sleeping together still, if they on the low. I don't fucking know. But like I said, there's a lot of false prophets in the church. When the preacher is okay with just everybody's welcome to the church, but you know a false prophet when you see one. And it's just giving false prophet. That's all I'm saying. Okay, it's giving false prophet. Another thing I wanted to mention is she's an employee of the church. I'm guessing you would call that the CEO, which means the church would be a conflict of interest for him to date somebody you already been fucking. Like, how the fuck does that work? Like, what kind of demonic, sick, satanic shit is this? How can you be fucking somebody that's an employee of the church? And what the fuck is a co-pastor? Who the fuck has somebody being a right hand man at the church who they already had sexual encounters with? You think the Most High don't see what you doing? Y'all can't see the false prophets right in front of your eyes? Which means she'll be the one getting special treatment when everything is said and done. And she ain't dressed like no goddamn pastor or preacher. These women be wearing close fitting clothes that show their physique. Their breasts is out. Face is neat, beat. Yes, the Most High says come as you are, but they taking it too far. They trying to be sexy and seductive, all while thinking somebody's supposed to take them serious while preaching on the pulpit, and we supposed to follow these people. Another thing I had to mention was Kiki Wyatt and the things that she said. And what did she say? So I think she said sometime this year, I don't know if it was at the beginning or the middle of this year, where she was going to open up a church. Okay, fan comments that her teeth are bigger than her head and she laughs. Doesn't know if she's getting a season 2 of her show. It says she's been planning to open up a church for years and now is the time to do something different. Church will start at 3 p.m. in the afternoon because she likes to sleep in laughing my fucking ass off. This won't be the traditional churchy mess and everyone is welcome. Straights, gays, and trans are welcome. Says if you don't like it, if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass, laughing my ass off. Very Christian of her. We'll be singing R&B and going to the winery. Invites viewers to come and check a nigga out. To check a nigga out. Says singing about love and making music for a man and his wife to make love to is not singing. I'm crying, laughing my ass off. So February 18th, you can catch Apostle Kiki dropping it low for Jesus on the Sex and City tour on February the 16th. Something Sexy for the City, February 16th, 2024. Shanti, Monica, Maya, Carrie Hilson, and Kiki Wyatt. Yeah, so I don't know what's up with these false profits, but ain't no way I'm trying to get in the kingdom and I'm throwing that ass back while I'm performing or being very sexy. And if I already have a shape of a BBL, put even more tighter clothes on, constantly have this child, that child, this man. It's a lot going on. I'm telling you, not just in the industry, but when it comes to religion, when it comes to movies, singers, artists, actors, lawyers, politicians, police officers, judges. I feel like everybody losing their motherfucking mind. It's just too much going on in the world. But that is the end of what I had to say. And let's not forget about her stabbing her ex allegedly for abuse. Okay, and I had to do more research on that to see if that's even true or if she just got away with trying to kill somebody. Allegedly. But anywho, I'm at